Due to the winter storm that has blanketed a lot of our southern part, I guess most of the nation here in Northeast Mississippi, we are not immune to such things, I guess. So we've been snowed in, iced in for the last few days. In fact, most of the businesses, schools, everything's closed, and we haven't been able to get out. And Tuesday morning, we woke up to frozen pipes in our old house. This is a common occurrence in our house whenever it gets way below freezing here. And I guess we didn't prepare well enough, but the church secretary's house got some frozen pipes, and even the church building had a frozen pipe that we had to get thawed out this week. You know, it made me think about how when our pipes freeze because of the cold weather outside, things don't run as they're supposed to, and it disrupts our lives. And if things aren't dealt with quickly and efficiently, you can have burst pipes, you can have all kinds of messes. It just causes quite a disruption to your life and a lot of damage. But the same thing can be true spiritually, can it? Our hearts get cold sometimes. And if our hearts get cold to the point that it freezes, then it disrupts our spiritual lives. And we just don't function as Christians ought to function. We don't live and behave as God would have us to in a way that is pleasing to Him. And so how do we maintain warm hearts? Just like you make sure that your house is insulated well, and you make sure that you leave some water dripping on those frigidly cold nights to keep your pipes warm enough to not freeze. How do we keep our hearts warm? Well, I'm reminded that after Jesus's resurrection, he was walking on the road to Emmaus, and he spoke with his disciples. And in Luke 24, they're speaking to one another. And in fact, they say in verse 32, weren't our hearts burning within us while he was speaking to us on the road, while he was explaining the scriptures to us? The Contemporary English Version translates that, didn't it warm our hearts to have him explain the Word of God to us? You see, the Word of God is the only thing that can warm your heart and my heart to the point where we can truly flow spiritually with Him. We can have our lives in unison and in harmony and in a pleasing way with the Lord. So that's the message for this week. I hope that you all stay warm, but most of all, I hope and pray that you allow the Word of God to continue to warm your heart and your life.